His son was Forseti, god of mediation, and his wife was Nep's daughter, Nana. His hall was Breidablik, and his son, Harumhorni, was the largest ever built. The giantess Hirokin pushed this ship out to sea, bearing this god's body after...
Balder.
Yes. Sorry. 10 points each name these artistic islands. The Book of Kells was probably created by monks on this island and is now housed there at the Trinity College Library. Ireland. Roberto della Griva is shipwrecked on this tidal island of an Umberto Eco novel. The title refers to the fact that he believes it to lie directly on the international date line.
Avalon.
The island of the day before. It is a rocky island with a central patch of conifers. In every version of this Arnold Boecklin painting, a standing figure clad in white is being rowed ashore. Isle of the Dead. No points on bonus. Next toss-up. This party's founder, Ferdinand Lassalle, was killed in a duel in 1864, and its opposition to the Enabling Act led to a ban on it in 1933. In 1972, one of its governments survived a no-confidence vote due to the intervention of the Stasi, the secret police of its communist neighbor. The third, under Gerhard Schroeder, fell in...
Germany.
No, sorry, number 5. In 2005. For 10 points, name this left-wing German political party.
Christian Democrat.
Social Democrats. Next toss-up. At the inception, he was unmoved by burning newspapers, monkeys, or masks. After establishing this, he would be startled by striking the wall with a metal bar every time a rodent was placed in front of him. Within a week, he would cry
Little Albert.
For 10. Your bonus. 10 points each. Name these films in which Dakota Fanning has appeared. Fanning was at the center of controversy after this film, in which her 12-year-old character is raped, appeared at Sundance in 2007.
Hound Dog.
Yes, after Fanning's character, Peter Ramos, is killed, Denzel Washington's John Creasy takes vengeance on those responsible. Man on Fire.
Yeah. Man on Fire.
Yes, Fanning got one of her first roles as Lucy Dawson in this 2001 film, whose title character is a mentally challenged single father played by Sean Penn.
I Am Sam.
Correct, 430 on the bonus. Next toss-up. His son Avery wrote Models of Revelation, was made a cardinal in 2001. His grandfather, after whom he was named, helped draft the Treaty of Shimonoseki and served as secretary.
John Foster Dulles.
Yes, for 15. Good job. Bonus. Characters in this novel named for the country home of the Tilney family include John Thorpe and the benevolent Mrs. Allen. For 10 points each, name this novel that wasn't published until 1818, the year after its author died.
It was Alston's Persuasion.
Next, please.
Persuasion.
Northanger Abbey. Who wrote Northanger Abbey?
Austin.
Yes. This impressionable young woman is the protagonist of Northanger Abbey.
Moral.
Yes, correct, 420 in the bonus. Next. Awesome. She is hidden with shepherds and has a son, Neon, but her cousin, Haemon, in a lost play by Euripides, whose Venetian women depict her going into exile with her father. She also appears in 2 plays by Sophocles, accompanying her blind father.
Antigone.
For 10. You are bonus. The properties of some of them are described by Reisner and Nordstrom metrics. For 10 points each, name these objects which are surrounded by event horizons.
Black holes.
Yes. Kern-Newman metrics describe the properties of black holes with non-zero values for this quantity, which for electrons in an atom is specified by the azimuthal quantum number.
Spin.
Angular momentum, electric charge, angular momentum, and mass are the only externally observable properties possessed by black holes according to this theorem.
Sure. The what? Hawking. Yeah. Designate.
Hawking.
It's the no-hair theorem.
No hair theorem.
10 points on the bonus. Next toss-up. He made his film debut in 1981's Sizzle Beach, USA, while his career took off 4 years later with his role in Silverado. He won a Best Director Oscar for a 1990 movie.
Kevin Costner.
That's for 10. Your bonus. There were major riots in Los Angeles in 1965 and again in 1992 for 10 points each. The 1965 riots centered on this neighborhood in south central Los Angeles.
Watts.
Watts. That's correct. 1 year after the Watts riots, Huey Newton and Bobby Seale founded this organization in Oakland. Yes. The 1992 riots were precipitated by the acquittal of 4 police officers accused of using excessive force against this driver.
Yes.
That's 30 on the bonus. Next toss-up. C++ defines 4 standard ones, 3 of which have the suffixes alloc, cast, and type ID. The objects representing them can be sliced if passed by value to a handler defined for a base class. C++ lacks the finally clause found in Java that ensures a block of code is always executed. 10 points. Name these entities thrown to...
Exceptions.
That's correct. You were bonus. For 10 points each, name these authors whose characters are more famous than the works in which they are found. The rakish hero Lothario is better known than the fair penitent by the successor of James Tate as poet laureate in 1715.
Dryden.
and Nicholas Rowe. Mrs. Malaprop, the comically misspeaking Anne, is a fairly yes. His title character, the singer Trilby O'Farrell, isn't as well known as her controlling voice coach Svengali. This author was the grandfather of the author of The Birds and Rebecca.
DeMoran.
That's correct, for 20 on the bonus. Next toss-up, the last. He is married twice, once to Valeria, a French woman who leaves him for a Russian taxi driver, and then later to a Ramsdale housewife named Charlotte Hayes.
Humber.
That's 15 still. Your bonus.